Hello everyone, my name is Sumit and I welcome all of you to BISP Self-Learning Broadcast Solution. Today I am going to demonstrate you how to set up site on Salesforce and how to publish a VF page on that site so that it can be accessed by our outside customers and they can save data directly into an object into a Salesforce. So let's switch to Salesforce and see how to set up a site. So to set up a site, first of all, you need to logged in into Salesforce, and my scenario is I have got a talent management application. It's a custom application, and my requirement is I would like to create a new candidate record into this candidate object. So there are various fields like we have first name, last name, date of birth, phone, and email ID, and I will be going to provide a form to a customer in the form of a VF page on a site. And when a customer who is not a registered user of my application, so they can sa save the data directly into this candidate object by using site.com. So first of all, let's see how to register a site or how to create a site, and then we'll see how to publish a VF page on that site. So for this, I click on setup. Then for here, I look for site, and under develop we have sites. So I click on sites. I give a name here, so I'll check BISP talent management. Click on check availability. So it says that it is available. So the complete URL for the website will be http://bisp talent management developer edition.ap2.force.com. I'll check this and click on register my force.com domain. It says that once you register, you will not be able to modify your force.com domain name. So once the domain name is registered, once the site is registered, we cannot delete it, we cannot modify it. The domain name cannot be modified. We can add the web pages onto it, but we cannot delete this domain name or we cannot edit that domain name. So I click on OK, and the domain name gets registered. That's the domain name. That's you can see here it's a site URL. So this site URL we will be make it available to our users. So if I directly click on this site URL or the URL which we are going to provide to our customers, so if I clicked on this, I'll got an error message that it is down for maintenance. Because it is down for maintenance, if you see the status is not active right now. Now in this domain, we need to add a website or a web page. So for this, I'm going to create a new VF page, and that VF page I will be going to publish on this website. So let's create a VF page. So let's see how to set up a VF page. So I've already explained in my previous examples how to set up a VF page. So I create here apex slash candidate register. So it gives an error message that this candidate register page or Visual Force page does not exist. So I click on this link and it will create a candidate register page or a Visual Force page within my application. And after that I can customize it. So the VF page has created. So let's customize this, and so for customization I expand this and I divide this screen into two parts. First is the output, second one is for coding, for the code for this particular VF page. So we'll get a default code. So I'm going to delete this default code and I'm going to write my own code. So because my requirement is I would like to save the record into candidate. So for this, first of all, let me check the field names and their field labels and field names, because we are going to use the field names or the API names in our programming and our VF page programming. So I look for the fields, and the field names are, we have got here the API names basically, because field name is for standard fields and API names is for custom fields. So we have all these field names and we are going to use this custom field names or API names in our program. So right here, I am going to create a controller here to control it, controller, and I write candidate register class apex colon form apex colon page block apex colon page block section. I give title is equal to new candidate registration, and in this page block section I write apex colon input field value is equal to and candidate dot first we want first name underscore underscore C, so I copy paste this. Then I want last name, so I'll just, we have how many fields are there? We have 1 2 3 4 5 fields, so I copied 4 times more, so 3 4 5 for all fields. This is first name. Then I want the second field is last underscore name underscore underscore C, so I paste it. Third I want is email ID, so I copy email ID and paste it here. Then I want date of birth, so I paste date of birth. Then I want phone, so phone underscore underscore. After that I need a button, so I add a button apex colon page block buttons, and in this page block button I add apex colon command button value is equal to save and action is equal to save record. When I try to save this, I'll got an error message, this controller does not exist. So I'll create this controller, and within this controller, so within this controller class, first I write public and I initialize this candidate instance here. So I write public candidate underscore underscore C is the object API name. So that's the object API name. So I write candidate and get and set the value. Then I write public and it's a constructor, so I create a new constructor here, and in this constructor I initialize the object. So I write candidate is equal to new candidate underscore underscore C. After that, when I save it, again I'll got an error message save record, but because this action is not a predefined action in Visualforce, so we need to create our own action. So I clicked on this link and a new method will be created in this apex class, in this controller class, and if you see the return type will be the page reference. So about page reference, you can visit my previous existing video or the previous video about page reference, what is page reference and how to use it. So in this page reference, first of all I give a command insert and candidate, so it will create a new candidate record, and then I create a new instance of page reference. PR is equal to new page reference, and I would like to transfer the U control to apex colon thank you page. So if this page does not exist, so we need to create this page first and return PR. So when I save it, you will see that we have got all the fields: first name, last name, date of birth, email ID, phone, and when we clicked on this, it will save the record, it will insert a new record into candidate object, and the control will redirect it to thank you page. So first of all, we need to check whether this thank you page exists or not. So to check this, I click on setup, and here I write apex slash thank you page. So if this page exists, it's okay. If this page does not exist, we'll be going to create that page. So you can see the pages already exist and there are a few existing code into it. So I'm going to remove the code, the existing code, and simple. I don't want any controller and all. And I simply write thanks for submitting your record and save it. So I got this message. Now I would like to publish this page on this site which we have created just now. So let's see how to publish this VF page on a site or the newly registered site. So to publish that VF page or the page which we have created on our registered website, again I'll switch to sites. I switch to sites under develop sites, and here I clicked on new button. So I click on new, and here you can see the site label. So I give a site label new candidate registration, TRATION registration, site contact, default web address. Make sure to make it active, and the active site homepage. So active site homepage will be the VF page which we created just now. So I clicked on this, and from the list, from the available list, I will be going to look for the VF page which we created just now. So that's the VF page which we created just now, candidate registered. So I select this page. If the website is unavailable, it will redirect it to an in maintenance page. So this is a default page. If you want to give your own error message, if you want to display your own page, you can add that page here. That's a site template, and at last simply click on save. So once it is activated, we need to test it, and before testing this URL or the domain name which we have created just now, we need to make some changes in public access settings so that the users, they can easily access the specific pages. So as you can see here, we have site Visualforce pages. So we need to click on edit this, and this will help us that what Visualforce pages we would like to allow this particular site URL to be accessed. So if you can see here, the candidate registered is added. So make sure that the VF pages, the candidate registered and the thank you page will be listed here. If they are not added, you need to add from the available Visualforce pages section onto this enable Visualforce page section. Once they are added here, save it, and now you can simply click on preview. So you can click on preview directly here, or you can click on preview here as well. So once I have done with this, I simply click on view, and I can check the preview of this website. So you can see here that's the URL, the site URL which we created, and that's the VF page. Now in this VF page, we enter the data. So enter Sam, dummy record, and email ID sam@gmail.com, and I mentioned date of birth 1980, phone number 22330055, and I clicked on save. And once I clicked on save, it will be redirected to a thank you page. So the customer will get only the VF page and the thank you page. Customer will not be able to get the URL, the code. The customer will not get the code for this particular page. So the code will be hidden from the customer or from the user. They will only access the VF page. And now let's go back to our Visualforce, and we'll check whether the record submitted by the customer is successfully stored or not. So I switch to candidate object. I'll open a candidate object, and in this candidate object, I click on go and check the records. So you can see here we have got a new candidate number C0005, and when I expand it, when I open this, that's the record which user created just now. So like this, we can provide a URL, this URL directly to our customer, to our users, and through this they can directly store the data into an object into Salesforce. So that's all in this video. If you have any queries, if you have any question and answer, you can visit our website www.bisptrainings.com. Please subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on Salesforce. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.